We calling men queen in public in 2024. I think you need to get with the program. Whenever I go to a bar and I get my drink paid for, I'm gonna be like, thank you, queen. Thank you. I carry this little tape measure around. So then whenever they're like, all you need is 6 feet. All you need is 6 feet. Because the bitches be lying. They do. They be like, I'm 6'2". I'm like, step on this real quick. All right, let's. You You are 5'11". Who are you lying to? That should be a felony. You lied about that shit on your driver's license. Actually pull out your identification. Did you even show that to the bouncer?
What the hell did you just say?
I don't really know if this is my last time, but what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving, man. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, but more importantly, you see the clip, man. Google a book first so you can find it on Amazon. We got to talk about the unnecessary disrespect. And, whether it's a skit, real, whatever, because I've seen this vast majority of my adult life where young, attractive, or just attractive women do disrespectful stuff because they're arrogant and they think it's cute. And the interesting thing about this is, like, these are how the story starts. This unnecessary disrespect is normally how the story starts. But what a lot of people hear in society is the men are toxic and people men are evil and mean and we're this and we're that. And even the women themselves that do this stuff, they just have this selective amnesia because what you see in social media now is, oh, this is why these relationships and situationships don't work. This is what you are actually doing to people in public and behind closed doors. Because I did a video about a young lady who said, y'all, we don't know us men, we don't know men because they act different behind closed doors. And, and it gives credence to that. And I said there that, I understand the premise of that and the principle of that because we say the same thing about women. But women are bringing their behind closed doors on social media. So just think about it. It's 2024 now. And if this woman would go to a bar and a guy's buying her a drink, she would call him queen because she decided before she met this guy that if she goes out somewhere and a man buys her a drink, she's gonna call him queen. So somebody does something to get your attention or nice, or they're trying to, or there's an icebreaker to holler at you, you're gonna disrespect them either way and call them queen. And that's gonna be cool. That's just what you're gonna do until you do that to a guy and he cuss you out, or take the drink back or throw the drink in your face, or it could go bad. And then it's all these men. It's like, no, no, no. Did you say you was gonna do that? Like, just the idea, like you go out and if you go out, you meet somebody and how tall are you? And you go, I'm 6'2", and you pull out a tape measure. It's like, oh, you one of those people who are, you're not a comedian. This is not funny because it's not like a quick-witted joke. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody could say something crass, but it's a joke and it's quick-witted. Oh, you carrying around props because you do this everywhere you go. Or this was your plan to do this. And if a guy doesn't fit your height requirement, he don't fit your height requirement. But to walk out around with a tape measure, it's like, yeah, you playing too much now. And it's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? It's unnecessary disrespect. And a lot of times, what a lot of you ladies don't want to hear is this arrogance is the origin story to your bitterness. It's the origin story to why don't nobody mess with you. It's the origin story to why people don't like you. It's the origin story to you hit a certain age and you ain't had a date in 2, 3, 4, 5 years because you're not going to keep getting opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And people seem to forget, just in a normal sense, whether it's a big city or small city, um, people normally they frequent the same spot. So if you're a person who likes the nightlife, if you like going out, you're probably going to see the same people. You get what I'm saying? You're going to see the same people because they go to this spot, you go to this spot. You go to another spot, you're going to see the same people. So when you start having a bad reputation in the places that you normally go, it's like, now nobody's gonna talk to you, and then you go somewhere else. But guess what? Just like everything else, people go other places too, and they'll see you somewhere else. Like, oh, you go ahead too now. Well, we've never spoken. No, no, thank you. No, no, thank you. I don't need you pulling out a measuring tape or ruler on me. Like, I don't need you to call me queen. No, thank you. You sure you don't want to drink and talk? And no, I'm fine. I'm over here. You go over there. And like I said, it could be a skit, but I know people who've done that. I've known people who, my goal is to meet guys and be and lead them on like this is gonna be something. And and let them get my number, and then when they get my number and they call me, I'm like, I don't know you, forget you, whatever. That's the goal, was to get them to reject them. I know women who were the goal is to get a guy to get you free stuff and then toss him to the curb. Like, I know a guy I know a guy, I know a girl. I'm tripping. I know a guy, I know a guy, I know a guy. That's pause. But I know women who play that game where how can I say this? I caught myself off guard doing that ridiculous stuff, but um, I know of a girl who, there's no way to say this nicely. She wanted to make men feel like they were beneath her when they were doing things for her. And it worked, but those guys were like, all right, bye. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm using small examples because what they have in common is they were so arrogant that they thought it could last forever. And then, like I said, then there's a certain point the date stopped. It just stopped. And then the men that came across them to holler at them were really the kind of men that they felt like they were beneath, and that's all they could get now, because all the people on the level they thought they were at, they didn't disrespected them all. And the other people who watch them disrespect them that are on that level are not dealing with it because they saw the disrespect. It's like, no, you disrespected him, you're not gonna do that to me. So then they wind up in the quote unquote scumbag pile, and it's like, you feel sorry for me, and it's like, well, how did you get there? And how you got there was from the unnecessary disrespect. And I could say this on the flip side. When I was younger, I used to tell guys, and it worked. I was like, if a woman is disrespectful and you see her be disrespectful to somebody else, 9 times out of 10, if you disrespectful her off the bat, she'll give you all the attention in the world. So what I mean is, the way she's talking, and she gonna call guys queen, and she gonna, pull out a measuring tape. You walk up on her, look at you, average, busted looking man. You think you all that, man? Get out of my face, you raggedy mother. And then she's that type of person to run behind you, because now you put her on the defensive because you beneath me. So now she want to see what it's about. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's a game that people play, and it works because people are idiots. But I'm gonna leave it at that and just say, see, this unnecessary disrespect does come with a price. You know, you're gonna pay it. So tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
All I ask is, when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.